comes to keeping your home clean, you know how you always hear the same rhetoric as things such as when you finish using something, put it back into its right spot, or make your bed in the morning, as it will set the tone for the rest of your day and sort of incentivize you to also make other things tidier or keep it neat in a way. But even despite how neat or chaotic or messy your home looks, there are still just several things that you can do, whether it seems random or important, that can, well, keep your home organized. And these examples are in no particular order. These are just some things that I had to do anyways, and so I thought I would just showcase these as different ways to keep your home organized, or just different sort of cleaning, tidying habits. So you know how we all have those items in our home that we use frequently and we know we should clean, but really we just constantly forget, or it's not something that you think to clean, such as, in my example, a fitness mat. So I want to get that done now. So first tip is, well, seems a bit obvious, but if you have those examples that you've been meaning to clean for quite some time, then really just find the time to get it done. And then once you've given that item a clean, you can decide what's an appropriate amount of time between each clean and then add that onto a schedule. And then that will just sort of help to stay more on top of it. Okay, but now I want to get this done. It shouldn't be too hard and just get on with it. So first thing, I want to quickly vacuum over it again. And it is good to try to remember to clean items such as this, as after a workout typically you might sweat, and so there could be a bit of a bacteria buildup on here, which is not always so bueno. Alright, so now I'm going to get some all-purpose spray, a clean rag, and also some vinegar spray. And now the last step, I'm going to spray a bit of vinegar over it. This is some diluted vinegar in a spray bottle. And that will just help to sanitize it a bit better. Actually, I figured that since I'm cleaning the fitness mat anyways, I may as well also give the weights a quick wipe down, as those haven't been done in ever either. Alright, done. I think I will let this dry for a second, and in the meantime, I'll get started with the second task that I've been meaning to do for quite some time as well. Alright, so the second example is in this bedroom as well, and that is also a miscellaneous task that you say you'll get done another day, but then next thing you know it's been a couple of days, or maybe even a couple of months. And so now when it comes to those tasks, I try to set myself a deadline of saying that try to get it done within max a month, maybe 2 months. And so that way you're not living at those items for really an extended period of time. And so seeing that he most likely won't be wearing this for the next coming months, it's a good time to just give it a quick clean, put it back into a wardrobe rather than leaving it out here where it's basically just collecting dust. And the longer it's left out here, the harder it'll be to clean, so basically just a good time to quickly and finally get this done. Okay, so the first thing, using these things to basically just wipe off that dust on there. Item done. Before you steam anything, always check as well if the pockets are empty. Get the steamer now. Okay, gotta put in some distilled water in here. Also, even after it starts steaming, you always want to give it a few seconds before you instantly start using it. And there's a proper technique to hold the steamer as well so that it doesn't spit out water. that's that done. I will just leave it here for a few minutes just to let it completely dry off, and then I'll put it back into its proper spot. Alright, so when it comes to putting away the pantsuits, you know how typically with normal pants you kind of put the butt in the middle and then you fold that inwards, and then you will typically fold it in thirds and probably put it away like so. Well, with pantsuits you don't want to do that. So first thing, you're going to make sure that it's unbuttoned and that the fly area is opened. So basically what you want to do instead is you want to grab it here, just sort of in the middle here. Then you're going to tuck in that zipper button area and then hold it out like so. And then you're going to take your hanger wherever you're going to put it up, and then hang it over the hanger like so. And then you can put your suit, blazer on top of it. And now this is the proper way to store back your suits. Alright, so it's the next day and I've been needing to clean up these products for a few days now. Now I haven't put these items away just yet, because usually I like to just instantly fill up the refill containers and then just keep only a few of these in the extra stock area, because we don't have that big of an extra stock pantry area. So I think what I'll quickly do now is just categorize everything that I have here and then refill whatever needs to be refilled. Alright, so two quick methods that I like to go about situations like this is that either I'll grab a smaller new bucket and then I'll pour out whatever's left into this one, and then pour the new bags into the new container, and then give it another label, and then just try to eat up the smaller one first, as that oftentimes has the earlier expiration date. Or on other occasions, if I want something a bit faster, I'll open some new bags, put them towards the bottom, and then leave some room for whatever's left in the old container, and then pour that at the top. Alright, so sometimes we just gotta find a quick 2 minutes to clean up those tasks that we just haven't bothered to do at the start. For the last of it, I'll put it in this jar, and then we'll finish this tonight. Then I'll give this one a clean, and then put the rooibos tea in that Tupperware. Okay, finally, that's no longer on the kitchen counter here. Now, next up on the cleaning related agenda, I have to clean the tea kettle and clean the microwave. Now currently I've set those to clean every 3 months, and I also try my best to do these tasks as soon as they appear on my task list. So I'm just going to try to get these all done today, as they're also relatively easy to do, especially if you keep up with it. And with these items like the electric kettle and the microwave, I used to not be so good at cleaning them. So if you notice that you have a product that you don't really clean often enough, then just start by doing it once and then really just add onto a schedule, and you don't have to think about it anymore. Okay, so with the electric kettle thing, you want to take out the filter nozzle thing at the top, then add a bit of vinegar and boiling water, and then leave it to boil. And then that way you get rid of all those calcium deposits. And then as for the microwave, it's not all too dirty, but I just want to wipe the buttons here. And then I will give this thing a clean in the sink. Also, another quick reminder is make sure that you clean your toothbrush holders every few weeks, and every month or so I like to disinfect the toothbrushes just by mixing in some hot water and some baking soda, and then leaving the toothbrushes in there for around an hour or so. And it's good to at least check these products every few weeks. So I've soaked a bit of tissue paper in some bleach, and I'm going to let that sit on there for several hours and then thoroughly rinse it off. rest of the microwave. So grabbing your clean rag, and then using some good old all-purpose spray. Alright, now I will say that this microwave is already relatively clean, so you should clean it every couple of months, but in order to keep your microwave relatively clean, it's all about the prevention in the first place. So first up, whenever you're going to microwave something, then always make sure that you put a bowl or a plate on top of it, just cover the thing up. And then second, you always want to leave around 30 to 40% bit of space at the top in case the thing overspills, so that causes a mess in your microwave. Also, another quick reminder about microwaves is that if it's currently running and you want to stop it, then don't just open it like so, but make sure that you actually press the stop button until it fully stops and then open it. And as there is some sort of mechanism in here, and if you just open it while it's running, then you can end up damaging your microwave. Alright, and the microwave is clean. Alright, now we'll give this tea kettle a quick wipe down as well. So here I have a smaller brush to get into all of those nooks and crannies. I'd say that's around half a cup. And now I'm just going to let this boil. Okay, then I'm going to boil it with just some water in there, and then this should be done as well. Okay, now as part of this whole autumn cleanup thing, now in this time of year, I like to incentivize myself to clean those products that I've been putting off for really months and months. And well, right now I was going to include the segment of finally cleaning this laptop lap thing, whatever you call this thing again. But unfortunately, I completely messed it up. So this is again a friendly reminder that if you're going to clean something, then just double check the product and make sure that you can clean it. So think about things like how are the seams built, or what's the material made out of. Now, to be fair, I didn't really care too much if this product was going to be damaged after cleaning it, since this thing is quite old. I think it's around 10 years old, and I got it for something like 15 euros, so not too attached to it, and I wasn't meaning to find a new one. But I just wanted to include this in as a friendly reminder to double check the product before cleaning it, and just making sure that you won't damage the product afterwards. So I will bag this up and then throw it away, because it also just smells way worse than it did before, and it's also starting to peel at the front. So, whatever. Things happen. Alright, and so those are just a few of the random examples I wanted to showcase of different ways to keep your home organized in the long term, beyond the sort of typical tips that we might hear. Like always, I never try to say that you should follow these examples exactly as I do, but I hope that they will give you just a bit of an incentive or an inspiration to think of some similar examples that you might want to get done in your own place. And so other than that, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.